Kofte.
They're going to have to look for this one here. They have to go defend the base because the Fiora's going to end the game.
Keduii's grounded.
Keduii's grounded. He can't look for this one here. The feathers will fly. They're going to see Prime looking in to try and defend his team, but he just can't do it. The Fiora looking to end it all before the rest of his team pushes in. And it is going to be the Istanbul Wildcats going within one match point. As I say that, you can see there's a decent damage from Lurox. He's going in. It's so close. Another base defense. Can they make it happen? They need the Kalista. They haven't got the damage. There's no way. And they've saved it. Keduii with the quadra-kill. Loaded. We did see the last kind of support ban, or support pick, I should say, kind of going back up to the counter on the red side. But SK, they're back on the blue. A lot more priority given to that Ahri. They want to make sure they give Febiven something that he feels a lot more comfortable on, something he can have an impact in that mid lane. On the other side of this one here, a lot of skating. You're looking at that Cassiopeia, and eventually she will just become a monster.
And actually with the Blitz round locked in as well, reminds me of a game which I watched very recently. I tuned into the LJL finals, as I do. I am a big fan of that region. I know, it's crazy. It's almost like I watch it.
This is brand new information.
Damn, Liga Booze.
Oh my god. I don't know what to say after that, but either way, one of the things which Dead Nation focused me, top lane comes into it, Destroy, buying a lot of safety for the rest of his team with that incredible level 1 play. That's going to be very important.
I did think, though, that Lurox would actually move towards Gen X. It did surprise me that he decided to run back towards the tower, because it felt like he didn't really then have that support, but a lot of trading bot side, Keduii.
Yeah, he has to flash there, because Parus put himself right behind the AD carry. We will see the hook come in now, and this is where the Kalista can really become a problem. The Ignite's ticking, another auto attack is good, and Prime picks up first blood. They're going to try and keep putting in the spears here. He will have another knockup. You flash a little bit too little too late. Another spear would have been good, but the Ren's not going to be enough. They will be able to get out Parus, but it's still great start for this Kalista bot side.
So I follow as well, but Febi will be a little bit late to this one.
And Nose has been spotted on vision as well, so just going to try and indicate that he's coming in, but they give out... Oh, that's a great hook underneath the tower. Elramir does flash away, but they've got enough damage. Yes, they do. Lurox takes up that kill, and that's a mark over to the Kindred as well.
That was a massive mistake.
The Wildcats very close to death, and with Lurox kind of sitting off in the fog of war, don't know if they've spotted him out just yet, but Elramir is kind of sitting around, stopping Febi from going for the roam.
You got Kofte here as well. Febi, where are you going?
He's going to have to use the ult, you would imagine. Yep, just has to use the Spirit Rush there. Make sure that you cannot get anything else out of it. And Febiven just kind of moving down towards the spot side. I will say Bao is still kind of in a bad position here. Doesn't have...
He has Ignite.
He does have Ignite, but if Parus gets himself ahead of it, a flash away. The Ignite is ticking. Is it enough? One more! Oh. Febiven gets the kill. The roam works.
Oh, he gets the ult blown in bot jungle, and Wildcats think, okay, Ahri doesn't have ult. It's not timed out yet, folks. Has a Dark Seal as well, so he gets 2 stacks on that. Febiven with... Nor does he have a Hex Flash on the Nautilus. We've seen a bit of a move away from that rune sometimes. Still think it's very powerful on Hook Champions. We can flash out of a bush. Can't do that this time. Elramir doesn't have the W now. Lurox can jump forward.
I was going to say, they can jump forward onto this. You can see Prime moving forward, knowing that he's got himself a hook should he need it. They're going to drop down the ultimate on top of the Kalista, who flashes away. There's going to be the Ballista combination. You can see the Kofte, though, with this Cassiopeia, gets everyone low, but they get the Maokai down. Now they can start to rearrange these targets. Kofte moving in like fish in a barrel, but you have to make sure you're able to finish people off. There needs to be one or two. Oh, they're getting so much done, though, with these Ren stacks, and now Febiven trying to move in on top of this, but he just cannot. Bao with the triple kill, and it was just too easy at the end of it all.
It was such a messy fight for SK Prime. The grounding as well coming through prevented Lurox from really repositioning to help out a lot of his team. Really strong scheme of things in comparison to something like a Braum or even an Azeroth or a Leona. So does almost end up working out there, and now Prime trying to see if he can step up once more, make Bao uncomfortable.
Calling out something importantly from that last play as well, has felt like Kofte has had really good... Oh, it's the ult.
Wow. There's going to be the ultimate from Keduii. They're going to pop in the Kalista ultimate, the Fates call the flash, but he gets knocked up anyway. The feathers come back, but it doesn't really get anybody else down. Keduii does pick off Parus, and now they can turn back onto the Maokai and kill him off as well. Good patience from SK Prime. They knew when they were stronger. Febiven looking for a 1v1 against Kofte, trying to see if he can take out the snake as the fox that he is, and just getting a little bit of extra support now. Good grounding means that there's going to be a little bit of a slow movement here from the Blitzcrank. They're trying to just see if they can get one good hook. There's still a petrifying gaze. You don't want to go too far forward onto this, but you got Febiven getting the charm off, and the hook in is fantastic. No assist for Lurox means he doesn't get an assist, but at the end of it all, it's still 4 kills.
That's really annoying for Lurox, but that's the combo.
It's a big moment here. the side of SK Prime. You've got the Guinzu's Rage Blade, and they're just playing keep away. Keduii is on vision, so they know that he is not on the dragon for the moment, but doesn't need to be as he's kind of moving. Parus is isolated, and Parus is going to lose his flash almost certainly, but ooh, he gets caught up right at the end, and he's going to be able to trump it down. It's going to be the Sion picking this one up, you would imagine, with a little bit of a decimating smash, and now Parus losing himself there is just so huge, and he had to drop the Rift Herald as well, because, again, they have no pressure in any of the lanes.
And that top lane matchup and going, hey, look, I don't mind, I'll just play Mega Tank. Now they're starting up the Baron with Destroy on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, they're going to put the TP in, but this is Destroy. Trying to make sure he can have a fight. You don't really want a team fighting Fiora as such. Febiven, though, in a little bit of trouble, does get himself over the wall. You'll have the Ren to secure this with the Smite, and it's just as easy as that. Now they can turn back on the Elramir. Febiven trying to go in. The Petrifying Gauge catches him out, so he will die. The Baron is secured, but can you kill off anybody else? That ultimate from the Kindred wasn't the greatest, of being totally honest. It meant they didn't really get anything. Bao takes the shutdown as he gets the feathers to come back to him after the flash. You still get 3 people out, and Baron going over to the side of SK Prime.
Yeah, some miscommunication from SK Prime. You can see that Lurox maybe tried to use that Kindred ult to save Febiven.
You've gotten the ultimate there from the Maokai, and here comes the train. Sion jumps into the fight. Now they're going to jump over the wall. Destroy does get himself the parry, but now he doesn't have any availability on that. Got to be careful. Bao is massive. I've got to make that absolutely clear. But with 25 seconds until this next dragon spawns, that's going to be Chemdrake's soul. Not the most ideal. They changed their target straight away. They're going to try and jump onto Bao now, but he's already been cocked out of his ultimate because he didn't know when it was going to come at him. Now the Blitzcrank can reset and look for another hook. They haven't been able to go for anyone after this fight, but all the health bars are low, and they're going to try and reset.
Elramir.
Good charm going in. Can they get the last bit of damage? And the carry that is Prime picks up another scalp.
And they pick up the soul as well. SK Prime play that so well. Patient in how they use their spells. Patient in waiting for Gen X to show up. And Istanbul Wildcats are picked apart again.
Oh, you just can't leave this one to be. And Gen X gets himself a kill. That's 3-0-1 for the Sion, and now they've just got the run of the map.
SK Prime transform and roll out. Prime is leading this team from the support role.
There's so many opportunities to use these items with the ultimate from the Kindred to get big value.
And throw it on top of the Chemtech Soul as well. As soon as you drop below that half HP, extra value from those shields if they use it at that point. It's just going to be so damn hard to kill off SK Prime members. Wildcats, they are relying on an absolute miracle team fight where Kofte and Bao find themselves some minute space to play out these team fights. It's going to be very difficult to do so, though.
Oh, we see a hook. Oh, the Ballista! The Ballista is great, but does it lead to anything else? They get the charm on the Kofte. They will not get the Kindred ultimate to save the Ahri. It was all for show. It was all for naught because Bao is too big, and Bao wants to end this game. They get 2 kills. SK Prime, they were feeling themselves just a little too much.
The Baron for Istanbul Wildcats off of that. Parus may end up giving his life, but the big old blast cone will knock him out of there. That was such a massive overextension from Febi and SK Prime, and Istanbul Wildcats fighting back.
I don't think this is done. You have frontline, you have Lurox. Lurox is still strong. They might be able to catch someone on the retreat.
They got flash on Lurox as well. They're going to be able to pick people off, but they will not get the Baron. That's going to be the support of the Istanbul Wildcats taken out, but can they get anything else off of it? Istanbul looking to try and get him. The flash is not good enough, and you can see Gen X trying to see how long he can stay alive, but he will finally use his passive, and this entire game's momentum is shifting right back for Istanbul.
Especially when you look at the fact that Destroy, he now has not really going to mean a huge amount in this, but now they have to TP in. They're going to have to try and brute force their way through mid lane to answer, and again, they don't have a tank here. Gen X is on top side, and you've got Elramir with a Maokai.
You're preying on a hook right now from Prime. You're looking to see if he can maybe make something happen, some kind of miracle, but they will shred this Elder Dragon so damn quickly with the Cassiopeia and the Xayah. You got to go now. You cannot let this game go away from you. They're going to see them go into the fight, but they're not going to be able to get away from it. That's going to be Istanbul Wildcats securing it. The Fiora is able to take out that fight on the top side, and it looks like SK Prime have bitten off more than they can chew. Bao bided his time, and Bao picks up everything. Istanbul Wildcats will be going to match point.
Game 1, maybe just a blip on the radar for the rampant TCL team. They're made to work for it, but if they close this out, it is a very sought victory on a red side game.
SK Prime will be very let down with this one, though. The game was theirs. One mistake, and Istanbul Wildcats bring it back. Elder Dragon is there, and they want to end it all.
You can't fight against the Elder Dragon. It's just too damn powerful, but you got to go for something. The final fight as they look to try and defend their Nexus turret. They're going to try and see if they can take out Bao, but you can see the wings of the Elder Dragon just too damn strong. Kofte moving himself back and trying to move back into this fight. There's no more wave. They're trying to tank this one up. Destroy will go down. Bao,
Yes,
not
Flash.
the one to be get caught out. And everyone backs away, but the base is in tatters.
Those are some key resets from Febiven, and the remaining surviving members of the Wildcats do not feel bold enough to stay in the base. They realize there's another ult charge, another flash to be used from Febiven.
Burns out 10 seconds, but they're in front of their base. They should be fine.
A little bit of a fog of war play. Here we go. They're going to look for it. 2 seconds till the Elder Dragon is gone. They're going to try and jump onto Kofte and burn him out, but it's Elramir who gets to tank this one up. The Fiora's not here, and you've had to pop the Kindred ultimate to keep the Sion alive. They're going to be able to pushing these super minions, and the Sion has gone down. They haven't been able to kill anybody here. You looked for a 5v4 and you got nothing.
You have the Radiant Virtue on the Maokai, so when he's in... Oh, wait, the hook! That's a Kofte.
They're going to have to look for this one here. They have to go defend the base because the Fiora's going to end the game.
Keduii's grounded.
Keduii's grounded. He can't look for this one here. The feathers will fly. They're going to see Prime looking in to try and defend his team, but he just can't do it. The Fiora looking to end it all before the rest of his team pushes in. And it is going to be the Istanbul Wildcats going within one match point. As I say that, you can see there's a decent damage from Lurox. He's going in. It's so close. Another base defense. Can they make it happen? They need the Kalista. They haven't got the damage. There's no way. And they've saved it. Keduii with the quadra kill.
Save the game, not once, but twice. It's teleported to them, but they have to end now. It is so unlikely that they can come back so many times.
They can't. There's creeps everywhere. There's creeps under the base. The creeps are on the... Someone needs to go back. Keduii's not paying attention. He's on the super minions that are there, but the regular minions, they're pushing into the base. Can Keduii try and hold off? Does have the Ruin's Hurricane, which can help. Genex is here, so they won't go for the end. They will turn back. Very close call from XK Prime, but their base is in shatters. Every inhibitor is down. Double minions are going to be moving into the base. And you have TPs on Kofte, on Destroy, and a handful of hits that are there.
You've got Hullbreaker as well. You have teleports, you have Hullbreakers, and there's basically zero HP left on the Nexus. They're leaving their base. They don't know.
They don't know just yet. You can see
Prime
Prime knows. So
The
the
Sweeper
Sweeper didn't see it. Oh, Prime. Oh, my sweet summer child. You have no idea. They're going to leave the base, and as soon as they're spotted on any wave, they're going to TP in. That's got to be it.
You can see it there. Prime,
They're pinging.
spotted
They're
inside.
pinging.
The double pings are down. They're waiting for the Ahri to leave as well. They think the base is safe. No, the only person...
There it is! Double TP coming in. They're going to have to try and stop this one here, but they waited just a little bit too long. And that's it, the back door. They only needed the one TP. But what a way to bring us on the match point.
It was a feeling...